Hey, I'm Shana Meyerson with YOGAthletica in Los Angeles, California. You may not believe this, but it took me like 6 months before I nailed my first crow. And I mean that quite literally. For the first 6 months from the day I started yoga, I had created this internal dialogue that crow was for like the gymnasts and the cheerleaders and the people who had been practicing yoga their whole lives. It wasn't for me, and I was 100% convinced I could not do it until I saw a 5-year-old do it. And then I'm like, oh, never mind, I could probably do it. And guess what? When I say it took 6 months to nail my first crow, take that literally. 6 months after I started yoga, I tried crow for the first time, and what do you know? I nailed it. Turns out I always had it in me, but what I was lacking was an abundance mindset. I had so many limiting beliefs that were holding me back. And they were beliefs. They were not truths. But I can tell you that day that I did my first crow, my mind opened up. And I realized that I could do anything. I created an abundance mindset. Now here's what's interesting. I'll say it took about 10 years, very little exaggeration there, for me to nail my pike press. Now, this was for the absolute opposite reason. I had already decided at that point that I could do anything, but it didn't mean necessarily I could do it that minute. It meant that I believed if I put in the work and I persisted, I would get the pike press. And what do you know? I could. Here's the thing. We're all plagued with our own set of limiting beliefs. And what we need is a shift in perspective. Enter Marisa Peer. She has this amazing 21-day abundance challenge. And what it is 21 days of effective strategies, techniques, and accountability to get you living also a super abundant lifestyle. I wish that I had known this for not just the first 6 months of my yoga practice, but let's say for my whole life. If I had truly believed in my unlimited potential, it's hard to imagine the things that I could have accomplished in the 3 decades when I didn't believe that. This is a challenge to anybody who wants to see tremendous abundance in their lives. It doesn't really matter what kind of abundance you seek. Maybe it's financial. Maybe you want a new car. Maybe it's spiritual. You want to get closer to God. Maybe it's health. You want to improve your overall health. Whatever it is, this is like a 3-week program to remove the blockages, the limiting beliefs, and allow you to fulfill your whole potential and to see opportunities where, quite frankly, you couldn't even see them before. Because here's the thing. Perhaps my definition of abundance is a little different from most. When I look at my life, and I look at it with tremendous gratitude, I have abundant health. I work really hard for that. I have abundant success. I work really, really hard for that. I have abundant love, friends and family that surround me on all sides. I've got abundant strength. I gotta work on that too. 2 hours of dedicated practice is no joke. I even have abundant hair. These days, a little too abundant gray hair, but we're not gonna go there. I do believe with everything in my heart that abundance means not having things, although for some people it might be that too. And I'm okay with that. But for me, abundance means having more than I need. I think about my monthly YOGAthletica. Right, for those of you who don't know, I have a monthly challenge on Instagram where I donate $180 to a specific charity for everybody as a conglomerate who does a specific pose. Now, a little background on this charity challenge. During the pandemic, I'm somebody who usually earns like half my money travel teaching. So you could do the math. My income during the pandemic just plummeted. But instead of leaving me feeling like I was at a lack, I started to appreciate every dollar that came in. And at the beginning of it all, I cut out all my charitable donations, even though charity has always been a tremendous part of my life, because I was going into my savings to give charity, and it just wasn't sustainable. But one day, right around Hanukkah, right around the new year, I decided, you know what? I can't live without giving back. I have so much in my life. And so I committed to going back to my normal monthly donations to the causes that I give to every month and add on to that $180 a month. And this was a manifestation of abundance. Meaning, not just measuring what I have, but what I have to give. And I have this really strong belief that when holes are created in this universe, the universe steps in to fill it. And so I got rid of my limiting beliefs and I stepped into that abundant lifestyle and just gave it to faith. That the money was gonna show up and I was going to give this charity. And it was gonna make me feel fulfilled wherein before there was a serious void. Well, what do you know? The money's come in. And it's all due to an abundance mindset. We're not born with this. A lot of us have so many things that sort of bear us down. So what we need is to rewire and repeat. By doing this 21-day challenge, you're going to create new abundance. And the cool thing about Marisa Peer's challenge is that there's a private Facebook group where you could pick an accountability buddy, so that not only are you held accountable for your actions and the work that you're going to have to put in, nothing comes magically to you, but on top of the accountability, you have support. As far as I'm concerned, these are two things that help you go a really, really long way in this world. Oh, the best part? Right now is 25% off if you use the code YOGA25. I'll put it down in the comments below just in case you forgot, as well as the link to Marisa's challenge. I'm here to tell you that your possibilities are endless. And the only thing that's going to hold you back is your own mindset. So are you ready to shift that mindset? Come on. Let's do it. Let's make this commitment. Let's make a commitment to an abundant mindset so that we can live an abundant lifestyle, having everything that we need and more, so that we could always not only take care of ourselves, but take care of the world around us. I'm Shana Meyerson with YOGAthletica in Los Angeles, California, wishing you everything that your heart desires.